Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Samadana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Hari Om. Welcome to this third day of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, Jnana Vignana Yoga. It is our 38th session of the Bhagavad Gita since it began last November. So here Bhagavan is talking about the different types of how to cross over Maya. Maya is the three powers of Sattva Guna, the power of tranquility, the power of peace and knowledge and wisdom. That's a power of Sattva Guna. Rajoguna is the power of dynamism, activity, trying to achieve something in the world, controlling the world, or wanting to do something, expressing oneself in the field of sports, in the field of arts, wants to win, ambition. All those qualities are Rajoguna. And Tamoguna is inertia, tiredness, sleep, rest, non-movement. All that is Tamoguna. Many qualities are there as part of it. All these three qualities belong to Bhagavan only. They are not different from Bhagavan. But Ishvara can handle these three qualities. The Jiva, the individual, for us it is very difficult. And Bhagavan says, Namam dushkritino moodaha prapadyante nara adhamaha maya yapa hritagnana asuram bhavam ashritaha. People who are all in asura bhava is like not divine, anti-divine, meaning against divinity, against harmony, against peace in society, creating terror, destroying people's livelihood, or snatching things away from others, killing others, murdering others, or doing anything harmful to society is asura bhava. So these people, for these people with asura bhava, it is very difficult to find who that Bhagavan is. What is the nature of Bhagavan? It is very difficult. It's not so easy. And Bhagavan Shri Krishna talks of 4 types of devotees. And his connection with all 4 of them are more or less equal. But there is a speciality. When it comes to the devotee with the utmost Sattva Guna, who loves Bhagavan, who knows Bhagavan and who loves Bhagavan, what is the difference? In the 16th verse, Bhagavan says, Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukruti norjuna arto jignyasurartharthi jnani cha bharatarshabha. Chaturvidha bhajante. 4 types, Chatur, Vidha types. Bhajante, people serve me, people think about me, people chant about me, people pray to me, people worship me, people serve me. 4 types. What are they? Mam. Mam means me, myself. Janaha, the people. Sukritinaha, all of them are good people who have done good actions. There are 4 types. Arjuna, oh Arjuna, I am going to tell about that. Artaha, Artha is one who is suffering from disease, suffering from some disorder, suffering from some problem in life, something that is oppressing him so much and he wants to get out of that. Artha Bhakti. Like, there's nothing wrong about any form of devotion. Any form of devotion towards the Lord is very good. Artha Bhakti is, I'm suffering and so I reach out to Bhagavan. I'm not able to study. I would have written the exam. I might not have written the exam well, but still I want to at least pass the exam. Somehow, Bhagavan, please make me get grace marks and pass the exam. Or I may have severe pain in some part of the body, and no amount of medicine and no amount of treatment is relieving that pain. I pray to Bhagavan and seek his blessings and seek his grace to relieve that pain. Artaha. Then the other form of devotion is Jignasu. Mainly these youngsters, many youngsters, they will say that there is no God. It is a waste of time to believe in God. And it is nothing like God. You pray to God and God is going to give you whatever you want in life. You have to work hard and you have to earn. There is nothing like God. It's a waste of time and energy. It is all logic. It's all science. Why are you doing all this silly worship? They will talk at home. But at the same time, they will find the peace in that mother. They will find the peace in that sister, the peace in the father who is worshipping God. And many people will go to satsanga in the family. They will find that, like, he may say no, he may say all that is foolish, all that is rubbish, but something very peaceful is coming out of them when they go to the satsanga and come back home, when they listen to a Mahatma, either online or in person. They visit a Mahatma, they go to a temple and they come back. This young man or young woman who's asking so many questions will look at their face and find a lot of peace. And then he will see that somehow they're solving all the problems they have in life very easily. Even though they may not be so rich or not so well to do, whatever needs to be bought for home is coming, is happening, everything is getting done, everything is getting organized beautifully. Somewhere this person will think that I think I want to know what it is. What is it my father is doing? Or what is it my mother is doing? That inquisitiveness is coming. That is called jignasu. That is also a devotion. There are so many people in Tamil. There's a proverb. Even if you scold and say Govinda, Govinda, Govinda is going to bless you. And there was a boy who came all the way up to Tirupati mountain. He climbed because all his cousins and the members of his family and extended family and all, they had come from the United States. And so he wanted to be with all of them, and they were climbing the Tirupati mountain. And so he was also climbing. All the way when everybody was shouting, Govinda, 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 he is also making fun and shouting, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. And then he comes across a proverb in Tamil, even with Helanam, even out of fun, if you chant the name of Govinda, you will get the blessings of Govinda. And so that is called Jignasu. Jignasu is something I want to know about. What is this power? What is this divine power that is working, that people are praying to? Jignasu. Then the third type is Artharthi. People who do business. I will give you 10,000 rupees in your account, Bhagavan. You please bless me with 10 lakh rupees as profit in my business. And every year I will come and meet you and I will offer that much money. How much ever profit I am getting, I will calculate and I will offer that much to you. Please bless me with profit in my business. So Artharthi, it's a signing a deal with Bhagavan. I give you so much. There are so many people who keep the chairman's office, chairman's post seat will be vacant, and ask who is the chairman. They will say Bhagavan is the chairman. He is appointed the chairman of the company. Why? Artharthi. It is not just out of love. It is that there is some gains coming out of it. They are aware of that, and so they do that. Artharthi. Then the fourth type is the Jnani. The Jnani is one who knows the self. He has got knowledge about the self, And because he knows about the self, he also knows who is Bhagavan also. Who is Ishvara also he knows. Jnani cha Bharatarshaba. Oh, Bharatarshaba means the Rishabha among the Bharatas. In the Bharata clan, Arjuna is like a bull, meaning he is a very powerful person in that clan of Bharatas. Oh, hey Bharatarshaba Arjuna, oh Bharatakula Shrestha Arjuna, Sukritinaha Janaha, people who have done a lot of punya karmas, good actions, they have a lot of life energy left to spend very well the way they want to. That is called punya. Papa is you don't have life energy. The lots of sins have been done in the past and continuing to do, that there is no energy left to do actions according to the way we want to do. That is papa. Punya karma is if the person has done a lot of good actions, they get a lot of benefit out of it, and that power will help them to do many things. It's like having a lot of currency with you, like being very rich. Punya is being very rich in life energy, life force, and that does not happen by chance. It happens with hard work, good thoughts, good actions, good words, and good deeds, prayer, meditation, many good activities, and not cancelling them with the wrong activities. That is punya karma. Sukritinaha artaha chaturvidha chatushprakara bhajante sevante bhaja sevayam. The dhatu or the root word for the meaning for the word bhaja, bhajanai. Bhajanai means you singing the name of the Lord. Everything is seva. Seva means paying attention. Attention to a thought, attention to an emotion, attention to a feeling is seva. Sevante. Mam, seva also means physical work, activity like offering or making prasadam, making naivedyam, doing puja or cleaning the temple. Everything is seva. But the meaning of the word bhaja is attention, seva. Sukritinaha punyakarmanaha he Arjuna. The people who do good actions and great actions, artha, arti parigrihitaha, people who are oppressed by sorrow, people who are oppressed by difficulties in life, who are oppressed by poverty, who are oppressed by pain, who are oppressed by suffering, artaha, parigrihitaha, taskara. Bhagavan Adisankara is telling what does artha mean? What are situations? Taskara, vyagra, rogadina abhibhuta. Taskara means sometimes theft will happen, robbery will happen, burglary will happen. That is a difficult situation. Vyagra is tiger, being caught by wild animals, vyagra. And then roga adi, roga etc., diseases etc. Abhibhuta, apannaha, people who are oppressed by all this. Jignasuhu, bhagavat tattvam jnatum ichchati, the one who knows what is the truth about Bhagavan is a jignasu. Ichchati, yaha artharthi, dhanakamaha, the one who is wanting more wealth is an artharthi. Jnani, Vishnoho tattvavit, the one who knows the essence of who that Bhagavan Vishnu is a jnani. Many scientists will come in this. Who are the scientists actually who are studying in the field of quantum physics and quantum mechanics, and they are not celebrating life like others, going to party, enjoying the pleasures of life. They are pouring through their records and pouring through their equipment alone in the lab and slogging it out to find certain truths, including people like Albert Einstein, Michael Faraday, and others. All of them will come under the category of jnani. But here the jnani is the one who knows who is Bhagavan. Not only the one who knows what are all the objects in the world, the properties of the objects in the world, which is what science is all about. Here the science of spirituality, the knowledge of the science of spirituality, which makes a person a jnani or a wise person, is the one who knows the essence of who is God. They will be able to understand and they will be able to explain to others also who is God and show them the path. Jnani cha Bharatarshaba. So, These are the 4 types of people. Now, what is my connection with all of them, says Bhagavan? Tesham jnani nityayuktaha ekabhaktirvishishyate priyo hi jnaninotyartham aham sacha mama priyaha. Tesham, among all of them, among these 4 categories of people, jnani nityayukta. A jnani is a wise person who knows the essence of Bhagavan. And after knowing that, is he just realized really living life like a vagabond, vagrant life, life which is not in tune with society, not in tune with the good ways of living? Is he living like that? No. He is a Nitya Yukta. He is a very integrated person, Nitya Yukta. And then what does he have? He has one pointed devotion towards me. Eka Bhakti hi Vishishyate. He is very special. This jnani is very special because he not only knows who I am, he also is a Nitya Yukta. He is ever engaged in sadhana, he is ever engaged in swadhyaya, he is ever engaged in seva, he is ever engaged in satsanga. These are all very interesting things to do. And he is living a very dharmic life. He is living a very good life for the benefit and welfare of others. Such a person, Eka Bhakti, he has one pointed devotion. He is not voting for many things in life, voting for this and that and pleasures of the senses. He is having only one pointed attention, and that one pointed attention is towards Ishvara, towards Bhagavan. So such a person, Vishishyate, he excels. Priyo hi jnaninaha atyartham. This jnani is very, 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 very devoted to me. This jnani, I like him really, 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 really so much. If you ask children how much you love your mother, they will start increasing. Year by year, the size will increase. I love this much. I love this much. I love this much. I love this much, so much. They'll extend their hands. Like that, Bhagavan is saying, I love this jnani so much. That is why people throng to jnanis to get their blessings, because he is not running behind Bhagavan. Bhagavan is with him. Bhagavan is running behind this jnani because Bhagavan loves this jnani so much. Priyohi jnani no atyartham. Atyartham is it is unparalleled, non-parallel. I love him. Aham sacha mama priyaha. He loves me so much, and I too. There's a love affair between the jnani and Bhagavan. What more do we want? Bhagavan is the master of this universe, and if you are able to capture that Bhagavan in your heart, and that Bhagavan, there is a very beautiful song by Ramalinga Vallalar. Anbenum pidiyul agapadu malaye, anbenum kudil pugum marase, anbenum valaikavon paduparum porule, anbenum karatamar amude. Anbenum pidiyul agapadu malaye. Bhagavan is a mountain and he is caught in the grip of love. Anbenum pidiyul agapadum malaye. Anbenum kudil pugum arase. There is a small hut. That hut is made of love. And Bhagavan is a king and he will enter into that hut. He enters into that hut called love. Anbenum kudiyul, kudil pugum arase. Anbenum, anbenum, anbenum malai, anbenum. There's the last line of that song just sang, the first verse of it. Anbenum, anbenum kudil pugum arase. Anbenum kadalul adangum perum kadale. There is a beautiful ocean of love, and this Bhagavan, he just immerses himself into that. He gets dissolved into that ocean of love. And then Bhagavan is caught in that hand like like nectar into the hand of that person who's filled with love. So that is the nature of Bhagavan. Priyohi jnaninaha atyartham. Jnaninaha the Jnani loves me so much, and I too love that Jnani so much. It is not like I know the commissioner of police, but I'm sorry, but he doesn't know me. It's not a very nice thing to say, nice thing to boast of. But if you may say, I know the commissioner of police, and the commissioner of police also knows me very well. It is not, it doesn't even matter if I know the commissioner of police. If the commissioner of police knows me very well, if the prime minister knows me very well, if the president knows me very well, or the chief minister knows me very well, then that's a great thing. So here, Bhagavan is saying, the Jnani love him. Not only that, I also love him so much. So that is a love affair between Bhagavan and the Jnani, who is not just a bhakta, not just a devotee. What is the difference between a devotee and a Jnani? A devotee is the one who loves Bhagavan, but in his life he need not necessarily be an integrated person. He can live a vagabond life. He can tell lies. He can do the wrong things. He can get angry. But a jnani is not like that. A jnani is a very integrated person. He does not allow the wrong tendencies to express through him in his life, and he lives a very divine life, and also he loves Bhagavan. That is the difference between a jnani devotee and an ordinary devotee. Bhagavan says, I love the jnani too. So what is Adisankaracharya Bhagavan saying here? And the word Bhagavan is like a title which represents greatness in all fields, of excellence in this world. Somebody who's non-peril, somebody who cannot be matched in those. So such a person is addressed as Bhagavan. Here Adisankaracharya Bhagavan says, Tesham Chaturnam Madhye Jnani Tattvavitvat Nityayuktaha Bhavati Ekabhaktihi cha Anyasya Bhajaniyasya Adarshanaat Ataha Saha Ekabhaktihi. Tesham Chaturnam Madhye, among the four, Jnani Tattvavit. Jnani is the one who knows the essence. Tattvavitvat Nityayuktaha Bhavati. Because he knows the essence, he is very integrated. Once you know the truth, once you know the reality, you will not go behind anything that is false, chasing behind anything that is false, and waste your energy in life, your precious life force. Bhavati, Eka Bhakti cha Anyasya Bhajaniyasya Adarshanath. Why is it called Eka Bhakti? There is nothing else that he salutes. There is nothing else that he pays attention to. There is nothing else in this world that he considers greater than Bhagavan. There is Eka Bhakti. Adarshanath, there is nothing else that is seen in his life. Ataha saha Eka Bhakti vishishyate vishesham adhikyam apadyate atirichyate ityartaha. It is special in his life. There is nothing more that he seeks. Priyaha hi yasmat aham atma jnaninaha ataha tasya aham atyartham priyaha. Why is he thinking I am dear to him? Because I am present in all. I am present as a self in that jnani, and so the jnani is thinking I am dear. And when we say I, it refers to consciousness. It refers to Bhagavan. It refers to Ishvara, which is the self of all, self in all. Prasiddham hi loke atma priyaha bhavati iti. Tasmat jnaninaha atmatvat vasudevaha priyaha bhavati iti. Ityartaha. It is known that everybody likes the self. Why does the jnani like me very much? Because I am his self, and everybody likes their own self very much. If you see on the road also, it will be a very interesting sight. If you watch people, maybe somebody is parking the bike, and then they're parking. Suddenly they catch the mirror of the bike, and immediately they want to see their face. They want to adjust their hair. They do it nicely and they go. Then you show people a photo in which they're also there among the many people who are there in that photo. They will leave everybody else and they will look for their own face. We, not they, we, even I, everybody does that. We will look for our own face because it is known all around the world, everybody likes themselves the most. And because I am his own self, he likes me, says Bhagavan. Sacha jnani mama vasudevasya atma eva iti mama atyartham priyaha. That jnani is myself, and so I like the jnani. Bhagavan also likes the self only. Why does he like everybody else? Because he likes the self. Bhagavan is no exception to liking the self. Everybody likes the self. The Bhagavan is the Jnani self, so Jnani likes him. Jnani likes the Bhagavan likes the Jnani because the Jnani is his own self, and so he likes. So it is a very interesting love affair. न तर्हि आर्तादयः त्रयः वासुदेवस्य प्रियाः न किं तर्हि then what is it, Bhagavan? Aren't you selfish? Aren't you being very partial? No, we are all thinking that you are a not non-partial person. And now you say artaha jignasu artharthi. You say Jnani is very special to him. I like the Jnani. You're speaking so greatly about that love of the Jnani for you and the Jnani. What is all this, Bhagavan? That question may arise in our minds or in Arjuna's minds. Bhagavan is quick to catch the question, and then he addresses in the 18th verse. Udara sarva evaite ज्ञानी त्वात्मैव मे मतम् आस्थितः सहि युक्तात्मा मामेवामुत्तमं गतिम्. Bhagavan says, Udaraha means everybody is great only. Don't think I'm partial, okay? Everybody is great. Everybody is equally great. Sarva eva ete, but Jnani tu atmaiva me matam. I consider the Jnani as me. You can't fault me for loving myself, right? Nobody can fault someone for loving themselves. Who else can take care of oneself except one's own self the best? That person is there available all the time, 24 hours. Even other people who are very close to them are not available 24 hours. So I have to take care of myself. I have to love myself. Everybody has to love themselves. So you cannot fault me for that, Arjuna, because Jnani is me. And so I love myself. I love the Jnani. Everybody else also, I love Bhagavan. I love Arjuna. So he says, Astitaha sahi yukta atma mameva anuttamam gatim. This yukta atma, this Jnani, is placing all his attention on me. He is placing his mind in me. His mind is very integrated and it has been given to me. So it is there with me, right? And so what can I do except love? I can give that love to him. Anuttamam gatim. So he is approaching me as the road non-peril. The Jnani is thinking only of me all the time. He is walking towards me. His mind is with me. He has surrendered completely to me. He accepts whatever I do in his life. He forgives whoever has to be forgiven in life. He is not holding on to anything, no grudges, no resentments, no anger, no hatred, no jealousy for anybody in the world. And he loves me alone. So what can I do? Astitaha. He is depending only on me. Even in a family also, there are many children are there for the parents. One child may be always fighting with the father and fighting with the mother and arguing out of fear or out of other qualities. They may be arguing all the time. But there may be another child in the family who is making everything convenient for the parents all the time, helping the parents, being very kind, being very polite, and being very loving, doing what needs to be done, studying well, playing well, getting good grades in school, speaking politely, getting a good name in society. It is natural for the parent to take a liking for that child because the child does not provide any opportunity for the father or the mother to scold them or to berate them or chide them. So naturally, the love flows for that child. So you cannot blame the parent for that. And it is not partiality. If the other child also wants that, they can give up all those ways and becoming like it is not a question of blame, it is a question of example I'm giving. So in the same way, this Jnani has left everything else, all other pursuits in life. He is not after anything. He has just chosen Bhagavan. It is even a simpler example is the sun shines for everybody. It is just to show that Bhagavan is not something showing any special attention to that Jnani. Is this example? The sun shines every day, and there are people who shut their doors till morning 10 o'clock, and then they just open the door, they just go out a little bit. So they also are experiencing the sun. But there are some scientists who may get up early in the morning, and sunrise time, sunset time, they may also be looking at the sun. And there may be people who are very devoted to the sun, who are eagerly waiting in the morning, very, very happily. They get up early, they finish all their sadhana, and they come out to greet the morning sun. So the sun is the same for everybody, but when it comes to knowledge about the sun, when it comes to knowing about the sun, it is the scientist who looks at the sun with respect, and the lover, the devotee who's eager to meet the sun will get a lot of knowledge from the sun, because this is not a mumbo jumbo thing. In the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there are many meditations spoken of in the chapter 3, the Vibhuti Yoga, in which it says, what is Samprajnata Samadhi? When you focus on an object all the time, the more and more you give your attention to an object, that object will start revealing its truth to you, its knowledge to you. This is a certain factor. This is a real factor. There is no doubt about it. And in the third chapter, meditating upon many things. Surya Samyamat Sarva Bhuvana Jnanam. A person, when they meditate on the sun, when they concentrate, meditate, and absorb their mind in the sun, they will get the knowledge of this world. And then Nabhi Madhye Samyama, Nabhi Chakre Samyamat, when you meditate on the navel center, you will get the Kaya Vyuha Jnanam. You will get the knowledge for doctors. Basically, if they want to know the organization of the body within, their meditative practice should be on the navel center. When they meditate on the navel center, they will get the knowledge about how the body is organized within. What is the position of the structures of the different organs in the body, the platelets, whatever, anything that is small or big or microscopic, everything will be revealed to them. Basically, knowledge will come to a person when you meditate on something. So when you meditate on Bhagavan, when you meditate on Ishvara, Ishvara gives you knowledge. Knowledge of what? He gives you knowledge of your own self, because Ishvara is the self, and he gives you knowledge about himself, which is nothing else but you, your own self. Udara, Utkrishtaha, Sarva eva yete trayaha. Utkrishta, all these three people, Artha, Jignasu, Artharthi, they are all great only, Arjuna. Api, Mama Priya eva ityartaha. They are also dear to me only. There is no doubt about that. I don't discriminate between anybody. Nahi kaschit mat bhaktaha mama vasudevasya apriyaha bhavati. Nobody can be not. Bhagavan is something, he is making life very convenient for us. Bhagavan says, nobody can hate me. Simple as that. We may be an atheist. That is why in this world, many people ask this question. How is it that somebody who doesn't believe in Bhagavan says at one point in the Mahabharata, he says, I have to work very hard for the atheist, because the atheist does not believe in me. So I really have to work very hard to take care of him. So Bhagavan's love for everybody is so. How beautiful is this? If we just understand this much about Bhagavan, and then if we really love Bhagavan, how beautiful our life will be. Bhagavan says, Mama Vasudevasya apriyaha madbhaktaha nahi kasyachit bhavati. My devotee, for whatever reason they may be devoted to me, they will never become, I will never hate them at any point of time. Jnani tu atyartham priyaha bhavati. I don't hate others. The very beautiful distinction is, they all love me, right? I also love them. I don't hate them at any point of time for anything. The reasons to hate maybe is, see, look at that person. He wants to win in his business. That is the reason why he is coming to me. No. That should not be the, no. Bhagavan has got no hatred on that account. He just smilingly blesses that devotee. Then this person, see, all this time he did not remember me. Bhagavan, we will do that. Ordinary human beings, when suppose we have some person who is not talking to us at all, suddenly one day they come in search of us, they call us, again and again they want to talk to us because they are in some trouble and they know that we can relieve them of the trouble. then we will point out, we will say that, oh, all these days you didn't know my address, you didn't know where I was, only now you knew. We will say that, but Bhagavan will not say that. That's a difference. And then Jignasu. Jignasu is a person who keeps talking ill of everything, but suddenly some curiosity is seizing him and he wants to know. Then Bhagavan does not make fun of that person. He says, oh, you were talking about me, all that nonsense you spoke on stage and YouTube on different platforms, you're talking ill about me. Why did you come today to hear about me? He is not going to say that. He says, okay, welcome, come and sit down. He's going to say. And Artharthi, he says, you want wealth, that's why you want wealth, that's why you are coming to me. I'm not going to, I'm not the person. I'm not the kind of person who will just listen to you when you want, and other times you're not bothered about me also. You don't want to even give donation to my temple work. You don't want to give donation to my devotee. And you are just coming to me only for your own business and your wealth. Bhagavan doesn't discriminate like that. He blesses. I want wealth, Bhagavan, tatasto. I want my disease to go away, Bhagavan, tatasto. So be it. I want to know about you, Bhagavan, tatastu. I will give you that knowledge. Bhagavan gives. But jnani tu atyartham priyaha bhavati. You know, but there is something very special. I really love the jnani. I can't help it. Bhagavan cannot help it. Why? It is that jnani's effort. It is that jnani's greatness, that jnani's glory, that Bhagavan loves that jnani. Tat kasmat iti aha. How is it possible? ज्ञानी तु आत्मा एव न अन्यः मत्त इति मे मम मतं निश्चयः. My idea is very clear that jnani is not anybody else but my own self. Everybody loves their own self, right? Asthita arodhum pravrittah sa jnani hi yasmat aham eva bhagavan vasudevah na anyah asmi iti evam yukta atma. Jnani is a yukta. He is astitaha. He is staying in that space of yoga, in that space of integrity. He is living there and he is giving a solid platform in his body, mind and intellect for the reflection of Bhagavan to be visible. The mirror is wobbly, reflection is not visible. The mirror is very groggy with a lot of dirt. The reflection is not visible. But the mirror is very clear. That is why every time the mind is compared to a mirror. Shri Guru Charana Saro Jaraja Nijamana Mukuru Sudhari. I wipe the mirror of my mind with the dust of the feet of my Guru. The Hanuman Chalisa's beginning. So mirror of that jnani is very steady and Bhagavan's reflection is, the glories of Bhagavan is visible in that jnani. And Bhagavan says, I consider the jnani my own self. Bhagavan Vasudevaha na anyaha asmi iti evam yukta atma samahita chittaha san mameva param brahma gantavyam anuttamam gatim gantum pravruttaha iti. His mind is integrated and he wants to reach me alone. He does not have any other path, any other desire in life. He does not go after anything. He just travels towards me. And so, of course, I consider him as my own self. Because if I were to put any effort, I would also do the same thing that the jnani is doing. Why do we love somebody? We love somebody because that person behaves like us, that person acts like us, that person acts like us means doing great things that we like to do, or we want to do, or we wish to do, we love to do, or we are capable of doing. The other person is also doing that. The person is also wants to be integrated with our own mind. They want to integrate their thoughts with our thoughts. And when this jnani is doing all this, why would Bhagavan ever not want to have the jnani with him? Everybody wants to have nice people around them, right? Everybody wants to be surrounded by people who love them, people who admire them, people who adore them. We all like that. So in the same way, Bhagavan also loves that. He is just accepting that he loves the jnani. Jnani punaha api stuyate. Bhagavan is also praising the jnani further. What is this? What is the type of jnani this person is? Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti Samahatma sudurlabha bahunam janmanam ante. Why is this jnani so rare? Why do you think I'm crazy about this jnani? Crazy is the word, yes. Bhagwan is declaring that I love the jnani. What can be more crazy? Somebody who is the potential, the power of this whole universe and all the universe, Akhilanda Koti, Brahmanda Nayaka is Bhagwan. And that Bhagwan is just coming to an ordinary man who knows the truth. He's a jnani who realizes the truth of that Bhagwan, and that Bhagwan who is Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka is saying, I love this man, I love this jnani. Isn't that crazy? Will the king not be considered crazy if he leaves everybody else, if he leaves his palace, if he leaves his wife, the queens, and the princess, and everybody, and goes to a hut and sits together with somebody in that hut and eats? That's what Bhagavan has done in the Mahabharata. In many places, he has shown how much he loves people. He goes to the palace of Vidura. Vidura was not there. Vidura's wife was there in the palace. He comes to see Duryodhana and he wants to have talks with Duryodhana, placatory talks to avoid the war. And he is not very happy. Duryodhana is actually inviting Bhagwan Shri Krishna. He's got a big palace and he's arranging everything. He's arranging all the food and everything. Grand festival he's arranging for Bhagwan Shri Krishna to host him in his palace. Bhagwan doesn't bother about that at all. He goes to the house of Vidura, and Vidura was not there, only his wife was there. Vidura's wife is just looking at the face of Bhagwan Shri Krishna with so much of love, and she's feeding him with bananas. She's peeling the bananas and she's giving the skin of the bananas and putting the banana down, and Bhagwan is eating happily the banana peel. That is the love that Bhagwan shows. When we talk of the love of Bhagwan, something will overtake us at all times. So that is the love of Bhagwan. And why is Bhagwan loving like this? Isn't it crazy? The crazy love of Bhagwan. Why is he so crazy about these devotees, these jnanis? Because Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate. After many crores and crores of lifetimes, there is a jnani who seeks me, who serves me, who comes to me. What does a jnani think? Vasudeva Sarvamiti. The jnani thinks that everything in this universe, who is a jnani, who is the devotee, everything, Kanme Bhagwan, Padu Padume Bhagwan, the one who thinks that every atom in this universe, every particle in this universe, every subatomic particle and quark and every bit of space in this universe is filled by Ishvara, is filled by Bhagavan, Vasudeva, Sarvam iti, Sa Mahatma. He is a Mahatma, Mahan Chasau Atma, and such a person is very rare. And we love rare metals. We love rare minerals. Titanium is very rare, platinum is very rare, diamond is very rare, and so they're all very expensive. And Bhagwan also likes such a rare people who consider him alone as present everywhere and in everything. So Durlabha, it is very rare to find. Just like we love rarity, Bhagavan also loves rarity. Why can't he love? It is his universe. It is his choice. He has created all the beings and materials and minerals and everything. And he has the choice to, even to ask this question is a very ridiculous thing, because he is the king of the universe. Who are we to ask whom Bhagavan loves? It is his wish. But still Bhagavan is very kind and he is answering our questions. Bahunam Janmanam Jnanartha Samskararjana Ashrayanam Ante. Bahunam Janmanam. After many lifetimes, Jnana Artha Samskara Arjana Ashrayanam. In those lifetimes, what does that person do? He is not acquiring wealth. He is not acquiring people around him. He is not acquiring experiences. He is acquiring knowledge. Samskara. He is acquiring good impressions about divine things, divine knowledge. Ashrayanam ante samaptau jnanavan prapta paripaka jnanaha. That jnanavan, his mind is prapta paripaka. His mind is complete. His mind is cooked well. With what? With the knowledge of Bhagavan. Mam Vasudevam Pratyagatmanam. He knows that Bhagavan is residing inside. Pratyakshataha prapadyate. Pratyaksha means he is able to see that Bhagavan right in front of him. Prapadyate. he surrenders to me. Katham Vasudevaha Sarvam iti. How is it? How is it Vasudeva everything? Vasanat Vasudevasya Vasitam Bhuvanatrayam Sarvabhuta Nivasosi Vasudeva Namostute. In the Vishnu Sahasranama, the meaning of the word Vasudeva is Vasanat Vasudevasya. Isha Vasyam Idagam Sarvam. Isha Vasyam. That Ishte, that Lord, the supreme ruler, that power is present everywhere in this universe. Ya evam sarvatmanam mam pratipadyate sa mahatma. In this, the previous verse says, Sarvam Vasudeha Sarvam iti, ya evam sarvatmanam mam pratipadyate sa mahatma, na tat samaha anyaha asti adhikaha va. There is nobody else equal to that Mahatma who considers that I am that Vasudeva present in everything. There is none equal to him, and there is nobody greater than him also. In the Tirukural also is the first Kadavul Vart, the first Adhikam. Like suddenly I am not able to switch to the Tirukural. What is that verse? தனக்குவமை இல்லாதான் தாழ் சேர்ந்தார்க்கு அல்லால் மனக்கவலை மாற்றல் அரிது. தனக்கு உவமை இல்லாதான், that Mahatma who does not have anybody else equal to him in the knowledge of Ishvara, in the love of Ishvara and the devotion of Ishvara, and there is none higher than them. Other than surrendering to such a person, தாழ் சேர்ந்தார்க்கு அல்லால் மனக்கவலை மாற்றல் அரிது. It is very difficult to wipe away our worries and sorrows. So Mahatma, that's a Mahatma. Tatsamaha anyaha asti adhikaha na anyaha asti na adhikaha va. There is nobody else other than that person or greater than that person. Ataha sudurlabaha sa manushyanam sahasreshu. Among thousands of people means it can be even crores of people. 1,000 is just an indicator of numerous number. Ananto vai sahasraha. Endless number of people. Among an endless number of people, you get such a rare Mahatma in this world. And why will I not like that Mahatma? Because Atma itself means I, the self. Atma eva sarvam Vasudeva iti evam apratipattau karanam uchyate. So what is the reason? What is the reason that the self alone is everywhere and that is Vasudeva apratipattaha? What is the reason for that? We will see those reasons from tomorrow, 20th verse onwards. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Bole Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Har Namah Parvati Pataye. Har Har Mahadeva. Hari Om.